Hey everybody, so I got a new mini PC to show you today. This is from KAMRUI, and they did send this one over to me. Now, I have tried a couple of theirs in the past, and I have like the AK1, which is really old. It's like 4 gigs of RAM, and this one is the AK2 Plus, so they've had a few models since then. And this one has 16 gigs of RAM in it. Anyway, let's dive in, and I'll show you some close-ups of this one. Over here, you can see that there is a 2.0 and two 3.0 ports for the USB. Here's your power button to turn it on and off. And then if we turn it around on the back side, you're going to find that you're going to have your input for your mic or your headset. You got your LAN, HDMI. You got 2 HDMIs actually. And this will do dual 4K out. And then you got another 2.0 back here, and then you got your DC input to plug it in. And this also has 512 gigs on the ROM. And then it's got the Alder Lake N100. Now this is a DC 12 volt 2.5 amp plug in this, so it doesn't really use a whole lot of watts. And then you got your little fan here. You can also mount this like on a wall, or you can mount it on the back of your monitor. Now, one thing that you can do is you can add a hard drive. It has to be the 2.5 SSD. And for me, I put a Crucial BX 2 gig drive in here, and it actually works pretty well. Now, this one did not have a spot for an NVMe, it's just the SSD. And underneath this is a single stick of 16 gig, 2666 megahertz RAM. Now, I'm not exactly sure if you can upgrade the RAM to a higher amount. One con with this one is it's a single stick, so it's not dual channel. Keep that in mind. And I don't know if you could upgrade it and go with like a 32 or not. Now with this one, I didn't completely open it up like I have with a couple of the other ones. This one would take a little bit longer to do. A couple of their other ones are actually really easy to open them completely up. Now some of their computers you can upgrade a bit more. This one you can swap out that RAM. Not all of them you can, so I do like that that is at least removable and you can replace it if you wish. All right, so I did hook this up on my main desk and gave it a test run for a little while, and I tested a couple games, tested some software, some streaming. Now when it comes to gaming, you can do fairly basic like Roblox, Minecraft. Now another thing you could actually do is you could set up the Xbox on here, and if you got like your Game Pass, you could always do cloud gaming as well. There's also like the Amazon cloud gaming, you could do that. There's different options that you could definitely do. Like right now I'm doing some Halo, and it's running just from the cloud streaming. And it actually runs pretty well when you do cloud streaming. Now, it's not going to play this game, native on the computer itself, but for cloud streaming, it actually works pretty well. There's a little lag. Now, I did try a little bit of streaming with it as well, and Netflix and things like that works perfectly fine. You can play YouTube, no problems there. All right, so I did run a PC performance test benchmark. And just to kind of get an idea, I used Passmark, and the overall rating here was 1108. It's in the 9th percentile, so I mean, you can see that this isn't a powerhouse of a computer. The world average is 4661, and the maximum 24,000. That's going to be high end. So if we go to the CPU, it's definitely not the worst that I have seen. We got 3956. You could definitely tell that it's not going to be able to do like any kind of AAA gaming or anything like that. But if we take a look at the disk drive, we're at 3846, so definitely not the highest, but you can see the read-write 560, 508, and this is going to be more SD drive speeds. So if this had like an NVMe, then yeah, it would definitely be a lot faster, but it doesn't have that option for this one. And that is pretty much what I got on the Passmark rating. All right, so after I tested this, who is this for? I would say that this is going to be for somebody that's going to be on a budget, more maybe like school use, office use. It's going to be basic use. Now, you're not going to do any hardcore gaming with this, but you can do some of it like I showed you. Anyway, if you are looking for something that is in compact form, it will work fairly well, and it's more budget friendly. This is the AK2 Plus from KAMRUI. Overall, all their computers have worked pretty well, and I still have a couple of their others that are still going strong.